Hi friends, welcome to all. In today's video, we are going to configure basic OSPF in Cisco Packet Tracer using two routers, two switches, and two computers. This is a perfect start if you are learning single area OSPF or preparing for your CCNA exam. So open up your Packet Tracer and let's begin this hands-on lab together. Friends, I kindly request you to subscribe to our channel. And if you find the videos helpful, please like and share. First of all, we will design the topology. We are going to configure very basic OSPF configuration. Okay, so we will have minimal routers. We'll keep two routers, then two switches. Even directly we can keep PCs also. Then two PCs. Rename all these devices. R1, S1, PC1, R2, S2 and PC2. Connect all these devices. PC1, FA0, S1, FA0/1. Then S1 G0/1 to R1 G0/1, G0/0/1. Perfect. So here G0/0/0 to G0/0/0, then G0/0/0, sorry, 001, right? Yeah, to G01, then FA0/1 to FA0. So here I just labeled all the device ports we connected. So now it will be more easy for us to configure. Here in this topology, we can see we have three networks. So one is R1 LAN, then R2 LAN, and here we can see the network between R1 and R2. First of all, we will configure all the device with IP address and the basic settings. So as per our addressing table, we'll configure PC1 192.168.1.10 and the default gateway 192.168.1.1. So we need to configure this default gateway on our router. We are not going to configure this S1 here. Next, we are going to configure this interface G0/0/1, which is connected to our LAN. Now, enable configure terminal host name R1. Now, IP domain lookup. We will go to interface G0/0/1. Then as per our addressing table, we will set the IP address 192.168.1.1. Then submit to mask. Activate this interface. Next, we will configure between R1 and R2. So as per our addressing table, we will configure R1 G0/0/0. We will go to that interface, IP address 10.1.1.1. Then submit to mask. Activate this interface. Then we will go to R2 G0/0/0, which is connected to R1. Hostname R2. interface G0/0/0, IP address 10.1.1.2, then submit mask. Activate this interface. We can see the link between R1 and R2 is up. Next, we will configure this interface G0/0/1, which is connected to our LAN, R2 LAN. We will go to interface G0/0/1 and set the IP address as per our addressing table 192.168.2.1. Then submit mask. Activate this interface. And also we will set IP address for this PC to 192.168.2.1. We will set 2.10. Then gateway we already set 2.1. We will test the connectivity here. Then we will go to the OSPF configuration. We will test the connectivity from PC1 to R1, then PC2 to R2, then between R1 and R2. We'll ping to the default gateway. We get the replies. Then from PC2 to the default gateway 192.168.2.1. Perfect. Also we will ping from R1 to R2. (10.1.1.2). Okay, it's working. Perfect. We configured all the interfaces with the IP address. Now we are going to configure the OSPF. First of all, we will go to R1. Show IP route. And here we can see only connected networks. Connected 10.1.1.0 and connected 192.168.1.0. They are directly connected networks. So here we are going to configure the OSPF. Configure terminal. Router OSPF 1. We will set the router ID. Here we need to configure the network. Then we will give the directly connected network. That is 192.168.1.0. Then wildcard mask 0.0.0.255. Then area 0. So we configured this network. Then we will configure the next directly connected network. It is a 10.1.1.0. Then wildcard mask 0.0.0.3. Area 0. Also we will configure the passive interface here, which is connecting to this S1. Passive interface G0/0/1. Next we are going to configure on R2. Do show IP route. Actually we are in a interface mode. That's why given here a do command, do show IP route. We know that show command will work only in a privileged exec mode, but we can give this command in any mode by giving this do command. So here we can see two connected networks. We will go to router OSPF 1. We will set the router ID 2.2.2.2. Then we are going to give network R2 LAN network directly connected 192.168.2.0. Then wildcard mask area 0. Then second network that is 10.1.1.0/30. We need to give the wildcard mask 0.0.0.3 area 0. So we can see we get this message OSPF process 1 neighbor 1.1.1.1 on. Gigabit authority 0.0.0 from loading to full loading done. So R2 is learned about R1. So here we will set the passive interface which is connecting to our switch S2 G0/0/1. This interface. Now we will verify OSPF configuration. On R1, we will give a show IP route, and here we can see this route O 192.168.2.0 remote network, which is learned with the help of OSPF. On R2, show IP route, and here we can see that remote network R1 LAN 192.168.1.0 learned with the help of OSPF protocol. Finally, we are going to test the connectivity between PC1 and PC2. Now this topology is fully converged. R1 is aware of all three networks. The same way R2 is aware of all three networks. Coming to PC1, command prompt and ping to 192.168.2.10. This is the IP address of our PC2. And here we can see we get the replies. Perfect. And that's it. We have successfully configured OSPF routing in a single area using Cisco Packet Tracer. You can now see how OSPF dynamically learns routes and connects multiple networks easily. Friends, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your networking friends, and subscribe for more Packet Tracer tutorials and CCNA practicals. Thanks for watching, and we will meet you in the next video.